Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. It's Belinda here from Visualized NZ. It is Tuesday today, as you may realise, and that means it's Trashcraft Tuesday. Today I've got a slightly different Trashcraft Tuesday for you. We're not going to be making a project because I think what I'm going to do is going to take too long. That won't leave enough time for project. I went shopping on Friday. Yes, last Friday. To my favourite shop, if you can call it a shop, called Creative Junk. It's like this little mini warehouse full of recycled things from businesses or people, everything from fabric samples to paper to milk bottle tops, trash. It is literally trash. But before I get to that, I also went and visited my mum for the afternoon. And she gave me a few bits and pieces, and so I'll go through those first because there's not much of it. First is this little, like a tablecloth or food cover. It's stained, it's got holes, but it's beautiful green gingham, and it's got this little eyelet sort of stitch around the edge. There's actually, you can see through it. If I held it up, it's got little holes in the stitching, which is fun. So she was going to throw this out, and I was like, no, you're not. That's coming home with me. So I can't pass up some gingham. Love it. And let's just throw it over to the chair. Then there is this one that also she was going to throw out, which has got holes in it, and it's all frayed down this edge. I wish this edge was over this side, but it's not. Like, it's, it's got holes, it's ratty, again it's stained, but it's this Irish poets and playwrights tea towel. That's what it is. It's a tea towel. So it's got these portraits of the poets and a little bit about them. And I thought, I wonder if I can turn this into some journal covers, like book related journal covers or something. And that's why I wish the ratty frayed edge was on this, so it was on the front, but I guess on the back doesn't matter so much. I could probably get 2 good sized journal covers out of that. So if I just did it in half and had like 2 of those on the back and 2 on the front, thought that could be fun, so I brought that home with me. And then this, she picked it up out the box and she says, I'm going to bin that. And I was like, oh no, 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 no. It's a lace tablecloth and it's stained. I don't know that there's any hole damage. Maybe there is. Maybe there's a bit of, yeah, just looking at that, there's a bit that's come apart. But on the whole, pretty good condition, just stained in places. And look at, no, we can't be throwing this out. See, there's a big stain there. It was used for like tea and coffee at their church. So like, it's already partly tea or coffee stained. Like, how more perfect can it get? So this I might use for tea and coffee dyeing to create some prints on the paper. Otherwise it will be chopped up and, used in the places that we like to use lace, because there's a lot of places we like to use lace, and it's quite large. So like, there's a lot to work with there. I can't believe she suggested that she was going to throw it out. Like, mother, do you even know me? I'm sure she does. I'm sure she does. Right, so let's get to the Creative Junk haul. I can't pick up the bag and show you because it would not fit under the camera. It's gone up a little since my last visit. It's now $13 for a large bag, supermarket grocery style bag. And when I go, I don't go very often, so when I go, I make sure I jam that sucker full of goodies, because it will be, several months before I'm back. So let's unpack. First off, I don't precisely know what I'm going to do with this. It's like shower curtain material, and it's obviously very see-through, but it's got these cool butterflies and florals, and then this lovely white design. And I thought, maybe it might make a couple of journal covers or something. Or worst comes to worst, I can actually use it as a drop sheet on my desk to protect things, you know, if I flatten it out, and it would make a good non-stick surface for doing messy work. But I had to have it. It was like, yep, that's coming home with me. Alright, I'm just going to try and roll it up again so it's not taking up too much space. I picked up this bit of wrapping paper with, like, there's Tasmanian Devil, there's Daffy Duck, I can't remember the alien's name. Is it Marvin? Can't remember. Tweety Bird. And I thought it was all this same paper, but no, inside, when I got it home, most of the stuff I haven't re-looked at since I bought it home because I wanted to do this this little shopping haul with you, was this bit of paper. And it's like all these groovy little V-dubs with flowers and the stripe in the background. And I thought, what a lovely surprise. It's super fun. Really, really fun. I don't know what I will use it in yet, but it's fun. It's just super bright. And like this one, I just very, you know, reminiscent of my childhood cartoons and that. So and the colours were fun. So I just wanted to grab that, but I did not know this was inside. Tyvek, have you heard of it? Those of you in America would have. I've heard of it through like watching Gail Agostinelli. She sometimes uses Tyvek to reinforce spines, that sort of thing on journals. I've never seen it. We don't have it typically here in New Zealand. Like mailers, I believe, in the States can come made of Tyvek. We don't have that here. They had a whole box of this disposable protective clothing. I don't know if it's the same stuff, but it says Tyvek. So I was super excited when I saw that. I just grabbed one. I didn't even care what size it was or anything. But it said Tyvek, so it was like, yes, I want one of those. So I grabbed one. I assume it's... Oh, it's got a leaflet inside as well. Cool, extra paper. This really tough material. And it is really tough. Like, non-tearable. I assume it's exactly the same stuff. So I'm very happy I can use that to add into journals to reinforce a spine where I might need to, and very lightweight. So it's not going to add bulk, it's just going to add strength. I did grab quite a few bits of wrapping paper. There was this whole roll. Unfortunately, you know, it's all flattened and everything, but look how brown that is inside. Like, it's old. And isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that just stunning? Absolutely stunning. That's going to be fun for collage. There's that bit. And then there was a whole heap of sort of flattened out bits, just this plain browny red. Actually, these were things that were in a random box, so it was a mixed box. So I also got a bit of child's art, which I just loved the colours of. And if you're familiar with my channel, you'll know why. Like, look at this beautiful colour. But I thought it was so fun. And even on the back, that's really fun. So loved that. That would make a beautiful journal cover. There was just this small piece of wrapping paper, which is pretty. What else was in that box? There was this little bit of wrapping paper with the feathers. Again, just really cool. This is I believe, a whole brand new piece of the folded gift wrap. Again, super pretty. Daisies in these plant pots with the beautiful colourful background, sort of patchwork style. That was a real great find because it looks brand new. There was this little bit of marble paper, which is pretty. This little bit of black and white, I think this is florist paper because it's got that, yeah, it's plasticky paper, but I thought that was really pretty. And I think the sellotape that's on it should come off okay because of that slippery surface. What else did we have? Okay, there was more, but it's all kind of mixed up, so we'll just pop that aside. Ah, that's right, there was a couple of loose calendar pages, so just big calendar pages, but I thought really pretty for, you know, for collage or journal cover or something. And then there was this one, so I grabbed those. Obviously I grabbed them because I've got them. Quite a bit of cardstock, just random bits of cardstock that were cut off. So there were two different yellows, this darker yellow and this lighter yellow. So I didn't take it all. I just grabbed, you know, like a bunch. I just put my hand in and grabbed a bunch of each colour. So just those two colours in that. And it's been trimmed off, like it's uneven cuts along the edge. But cool cardstock. And then they had some coloured dividers as well, which are quite heavy cardstock. So again, I just grabbed a bunch. I didn't even look at what colours. I just grabbed, you know, a handful. So there's various colours there. There's an old file folder. Oh, interesting. United Nations Association of New Zealand. It's got stuff written inside it as well. Didn't look at it, just like file folder, having it. And I did grab, there's a few more, different colours as well, different sizes. There's even more. These were very cool. There was stacks and like, you know, big stacks of these on a shelf. So I grabbed two of each. These really retro images, which are beautiful. Don't know how I would use them because they're very large, and if I was to put them on a journal cover or something, then like I'd be folding the face in half or something. So I grabbed two of that design, but on the bottom, I think these were calendars, like calendars that didn't make the grade or they didn't get printed properly. This is where the calendar would have been printed, but instead we've just got this lovely expanse of coloured paper, and it's really heavy matte paper, but this is gorgeous. I would love to find a way to use it. I mean, I could use this gentleman in a collage, cut him out maybe. This boy I could maybe just carefully trim so the elbow's not over his head. Could use his face maybe the dog with the stealing the sausages out the grocery bag. So there was that one, and then there was this one, which again is this beautiful illustration, very large. Don't know how I'd actually use it in a journal or anything, but it had this beautiful sort of orangey brown on the bottom and the same paper. So huge stack of these papers, but I just took two of each because I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to use the top of it. The bottom, yes, I can use that. Perfect base for tags, journal cards, whatever, or collage. I picked this up. I thought it's vinyl, and it's slightly fluffy on the back. It's very thick. I thought that would make a cool journal cover. I thought it was owls, you know, the bird, hoot hoot. It wasn't until I got it home and went to show my husband that I realised it's skulls, not owls. And I thought, oh, now what am I going to do with it? Because skulls are not my thing. I'm not into that type of thing. But I thought, just because it's not my thing doesn't mean it's not somebody else's thing. So maybe I will still use it for a journal cover, or maybe I'll use it as a shelf liner or something to protect a shelf, or, you know, I'll see. But I was disappointed that it wasn't owls. Can you see why I thought it was owls? Particularly the ones with these teeth here. It looks like that's its little feet. Yeah, I was a bit disappointed. But when I held it up, my husband was in the kitchen and I was sitting in his chair in the lounge. And I held it up and he thought it was owls from a distance. So I guess I'm not that crazy. Right, what else have we got? We have got this newsprint pad. I don't think it's that old. I think it's relatively new, and it's in really good condition. So, oh, and there's a little surprise inside. Just photocopy paper with rectangle cut out that's folded in half. So not that exciting, but still. Oh, this might be more exciting. Somebody's done a sketch. 2022. So that dates it. Shelter prom deck at Murchison. So that's on the west coast of New Zealand. And made some notes about what they need to improve. But that is stunning. I love that, and a little bit of colour there. Oh, there's more. I did not realise these were in here. Gold panning. So there's a, looks like this is a dog maybe, and a person. That definitely needs work because this leg out here does not match this body. That's funny. But still, cool little sketch. So that was a lovely surprise. And I've got lots and lots in this bag, lots and lots of adhesive labels to go through printer, different sizes, different styles. There was heaps of them. Like this is a rectangle like this. This is a smaller rectangle with rounded corners and with borders in between. They had so many sticker labels, so I grabbed a lot, but I left a lot behind as well. So I'm going to stack those all up together, because I do know I've came home with a lot. There's another one. I grabbed some magazines. There's a free stand out near the beginning, so always on the way out I stop and grab some free books or magazines. There wasn't a lot of books that I sort of caught my eye this time, but there was this is one of my favorite magazines because of the type of paper and imagery. So I was happy to find that there, and it hadn't been there long because it's not dusty. Being near the front, they're often extremely dusty. I grabbed a few crafting magazines because they have some cool images that you can sort of cut and play with. And one of them I found the papers already in, which I haven't got in the bag because I've already taken it out and taken the papers out. But I do think, I thought I had 3, and that's one. The other one I've taken out. Where's the third one gone? Oh, I don't know. I guess it will surface at some point, or maybe I only took 2. This cuisine magazine, just for a variety of images, you know, and some fun bits like look at this stripe. It'll be fun to use. So yeah, just love a good variety of magazines with different images, because I do a lot of collage as well, so it's fodder for that. I found this book. This wasn't in the free stack, this was in the children's book section, that goes towards your bag, $13 bag, and I just liked the images in here. I thought there's lots of material I can harvest from that. There's some cool retro images in there. So I thought that was a bit of fun. I always look for books that have good images. This was in the free section, Enid Blyton. They had a whole big bag of Enid Blyton, most of them not that old. This one, oh, look at that adorable image. She's washing her toy bunny. That's so cute. I didn't even really properly look at it. There's a bit of damage here and there. Oh, this sweet wee girl sewing up something. Ah, oh, so gorgeous. Is there a date? Can I find a date? Chimney Corner Stories, 1963. So it's not as old as I thought it might be. But just look at the paper. It's old, and it's got just gorgeous illustrations. I'm in love with that. It's even better than I thought it was going to be. What is next? I found an old stamp that says entered. They quite often have them, but sometimes missing their protective base, which stops the ink drying out. So I always look for the ones with the bases, and let's give it a go and see whether it actually works. Might need re-inking. It works. Brilliant. So that's cool. I love those old style stamps. Here's a full packet of adhesive labels. These ones are, yeah, they're shiny, these ones. They're not matte, but it's a whole brand new packet. It's never been opened. $2 they paid for it. I paid as part of my $13 bag. I can't believe, like, it's totally unopened. Got more sticker sheets here. These ones are all partially used, so they're just like random bits left around the edges, and they're quite thick, but I can definitely use those. Again, they're matte, so I do prefer the matte labels. So a bunch of those. Again, there was heaps more that I didn't take of those, but I just grabbed a stack. This sheet of yellow rectangle matte stickers, thought they'd be fun. And yet more labels, and these ones are full sheet, which is super exciting. They do have a border around the edge, but apart from that, they're like a full, almost A4 size. They would be my absolute gem of the sticker labels that I did grab. This, let's just move these books out the way. Starting to stack things up around me. Okay, this I didn't actually know what it was, but there was a whole box of them, and they were all done up in cellophane, left over from last year. And so I thought, well, I'll just grab one and see, because at the end of the day, it's paper, and I can always use the paper for something. Oh, I'm glad I did. I now wish I grabbed more, now that I'm seeing what's in, because it's like a form. You could use that as a form. There's these timetables, which are super fun. I should have grabbed more. This year planner grid, you know, don't need to use it as it is. I can use it for things, but even as a page in a journal, like, super fun. And it's got calendars on the back. Here's a calendar. Forward planner that's now historical. Yeah, fun. I'm glad I grabbed one. At least I've got one that I can include with things and play with. So I'm just going to slide it back in there to protect it, if I can. I'm going to go back in there. They had a whole box of these, huge whole box. Right, what's next? Some old exercise book, sort of ledger accounting style, which I love. I love coffee dyeing this. And then there were some loose pages of a different style that I grabbed. And here's another bit of newsprint pad, just one that hasn't got a lot of pages in it, but really thick. Like thicker than your typical newsprint pad, quite thick. So grab that one as well. Oh, this was a page out of that random box of wrapping paper and stuff. And I do have, I've found some more of it. So here's a random little bit of wrapping paper with these dogs on. I thought was cute. Then a bunch of these book pages out of, I don't know what sort of book, but I could see the graphics on them, and I thought they looked interesting. There were some that were just plain and boring, so I just left those behind. I just grabbed a handful of the ones that came from that book. This little pocket thing out of like an album or something. It was just randomly floating around on a shelf. I thought I'd grab it because I could cut it apart, or I could make it into an ephemera folio or something. Not sure. This little notepad, which I just liked the sort of grey colour of the paper, and again quite a nice weight. So that little notepad, and then just random part sheets of grid paper, just like A5-ish size. And there's some more of that. Some more file folders, this time with tab. That one's got a tab, that one doesn't. These I think are foolscap. So this is A4. Yeah, so these are at least foolscap size folders. So that gives extra cardstock to play with. This calendar, brand new, in its packet, still stapled shut, 2008 floral calendar, and I just thought some beautiful floral images that I can cut out and use for decorating or in collage or however. This was a roll of paper I found that I grabbed. They're quite big. They're bigger than I thought they were, so that's fun. And just various shades of brown, and then a couple of blue and some black. So it's paper, people, paper. What's next? Here's some more bits out of the wrapping paper section. Oh, that was caught up. I didn't know I had that, but it's actually got, can you see that rose? Don't know if you can see it. It's actually got rose printed on it. That's fun. It's like florist stuff, but it's printed with roses. Might have to use that in my rose journal that I am going to be making. See, I'm not that careful when I pick up stuff. I just like see something and I shove it in my bag. This fun floral wrapping paper. Just snippets of fun things. And then this purple one caught my eye. It's a bit tatty, a bit creased and wrinkled, but I don't mind. Just a lovely purple wrapping paper. I was super excited to find that they have these padded mailers at Creative Junk. There's a shelf with different sizes of them, and I was like, I've been asking anybody who gets mail with these to give them to me if I know that they receive products in these. And I found some, so I only grabbed one because I do have some already, and I didn't want to like just load up myself with stuff. But I was super happy to find that they do actually have them. And then my husband turns around and says, well, they have them now. And that is the one problem, is that you can't guarantee that they're going to have the same stuff next time you go. I'm just hoping they will. Next up we have, can you guess? More sticker label sheets. And this is another big stack of different types. This one's interesting. It's got two big long labels, so that's quite fun. And then there's some different ones down at the bottom, some rectangle ones cut into rectangles. But yeah, I just love the sticker sheets, particularly these matte ones, and they're expensive to buy in the shops, so love grabbing them. And we have these very grubby, old-fashioned sticker labels for going through a line dot printer. So, you know, just ink over it and it's just natural grime. Like, we don't need to make grime because we've got it naturally. So there's these style of stickers which I wouldn't put through my printer because it's not the style for my printer. Like, you wouldn't put them through your inkjet or anything, but you can still like decorate them up with inks and stenciling and stamping and, you know, fun. So very, very grubby. I think they've been around the block a time or two. What have we got here? Oh, just a Ziploc bag of cellophane bags. And these are ones that I use when I make cards. I put my cards in, although I think these are a bit small. They're a bit narrow for my cards, but still very useful cellophane bags. I do use a lot of that type of thing. Good for protecting products, sending out products, that type of use. Just a little photo album. I thought again I could use for keeping some like labels or words or something in, and just pretty so it looks nice on the shelf. Oh, that's right. I grabbed heaps of envelopes. Let me just bring up. Oh, and I grabbed a couple of handfuls of puzzle pieces. So they're everywhere. They're all loose in the bag. I grabbed this little like pouch too, clear pouch with a zip top. I thought that could be interesting for storing some, I don't know, bits of lace or something. Storing something. Need to have a look at that. I didn't actually open it and have a look exactly what it is. So we'll have a look at that together. I'm just kind of digging in the bottom here to random things. So I've picked up a bunch of stickers, just partial sheets. So there's these little book there and flowers, these cute little caterpillars and the apples. Thought that was fun. These little puffy animal stickers. What do we have here? Music notes that are just randomly stuck in that cellophane bag. Some little gold foil craft stickers. There's a surfboard and a beach ball. Some sunglasses and some yummy looking eat strawberry. That can't have been there when you were there, Lydia, because I'm sure you would have found that one. Some more foil stickers. Cool little camera and seashell and suitcase. Look, these puzzle pieces are all through the bottom of the bag. I just chucked them in down the side. Oops! And everything's falling off my desk. Oh, there's a back off a puzzle piece. Interesting. Butterfly. There's just one left on that sheet. And some smiley faces. I use those a lot in my journal. And some fun. They're not stickers. Yes, they are. They are stickers. I thought they were just like things you could cut out, but no, they're actual stickers. Oh, puzzle pieces. I think I've got some more hiding it somewhere in the bag, but I grabbed some just random paint swatches because they're different colours, different sizes, different shapes. So it's always fun to have something a little bit different to play with. And I just grabbed like a few of each colour and style. So these ones that had different colours in them, I just grabbed a few of each, so that, you know, if you just have one, then you kind of use it, or don't use it because you don't want to use it up, or at least that's how I work or think. So yeah, just a whole bunch there to play with. Fun. There was a whole heap of these card label things. I just thought they were fun. There's some green ones and there's some red ones, and then there's some taller red ones. So these are discount card price, members rewards price. And where are the taller ones? Oh, there's more paint chips. I thought there were more taller ones. Maybe they're still in the bag. Oh, look, more puzzle pieces. They're everywhere. Well, that's a fun piece. It's got a map on it. It's Australia. That's fun. You just put your hand in the bin and pull out a handful. Like, you don't pick through and choose. Well, I don't pick through and choose. Just grab a handful. Here's a nice big children's bit of puzzle. So I can do some altered puzzle pieces. I do have puzzle pieces somewhere that I've got previously from Creative Junk. I just can't find them. So I thought, well, I'm going to grab some more. And maybe I'll put them in this pouch. Maybe that's what I'll do with that pouch. I think I've got more of these somewhere, bigger ones. Either that or the other ones on the floor. So just a bunch of random envelopes. I went through and sort of took some that looked interesting, like some normal sized ones. This one had this cute little like wagon, or I don't know what. Oh no, it's actually a spinning wheel. Turn it up the right way, it's a spinning wheel. So I thought that was cute. No matter what it actually is, I thought it, just saw it and thought it was cute. So just some plain envelopes that are brand new. Some smaller, I grabbed a lot of smaller envelopes. I grabbed a lot of postcards. This one is in its protective sleeve. It's Tokyo, and I thought that was really pretty. So some of these postcards are new. That's a Christmas postcard, which I thought was fun. This beautiful black and white postcard. This one, I wasn't sure about this one. It's an old painting, Venetia, so Venice maybe. Wasn't sure about the image, but I did grab it. It's funny because I thought I hadn't, but obviously I did. Then this is an old national monument from New Mexico. It's a little bit boring, but you could dress it up, but still interesting. This one is Mesa Verde National Park Museum, which is fun. This one, again, the same. It's a historical pictorial. San Francisco. This one is, I grabbed this one because this is Henma Springs. This is in my neck of the woods. This is where we're going on our holiday in March. Has it got a year? 1978. No, that's when it opened, 1978. It doesn't have a date, but it would have been like late 70s, early 80s, that image. This fun little postcard says, "Live in the moment, made to roam" on the back, and then it's got this fun image of a vehicle down at the beach and a surfer. This little notepad was in the same sort of area, and it's got Shannon. It's for Shannon, but I thought, you know, cover that over with a word or something, so you still got the bee, or you can trim it off and you've got these sweet little honey bear images, and I thought that would be cool for my bee journal that I want to do. It's a bunch of brand new envelopes. These are ones I use to send out mail in, so very handy. A bunch of that sort of size and style. I don't know if you're excited by envelopes, but I love envelopes. This little coin style envelope looks brand new. And then these sweet little Christmas Santa and reindeer square envelopes. Might need a little help. Oh, there we go. I thought it might have been stuck down, but I thought they'd be cute to use towards Christmas. And they're very, very lightweight, thin. So I grabbed a bunch of those. And then there's a plain Fiona. That's my cousin's name, Fiona. Just a plain one of the same size. And I like the blue on those. There was a whole heap of these soap bags. Oops, another puzzle piece. Tell ya, they're everywhere. Kangen, Yukon, and honey soap. I wonder if they smell, if they've actually been used. Maybe. It's hard to tell. They've got the little Ziploc there. And I thought they would be cool just to use as like a pocket in a journal. Decorate them up, you know. This is fun. I would leave that as, just add some decoration around it and use them as a pocket. I thought they would be fun. So there was heaps of them. But I didn't grab a huge amount. I just, you know, what, half a dozen or so there. Because I wasn't exactly sure how I'd use them. But now I'm thinking, yeah, just as a pocket in a journal. A couple of brown envelopes that are larger. And then I found some older envelopes that were, I was looking for things that were grimy. This one's got a stamp on. These aren't so grimy, but they're just a different size. smaller. This one with lovely, there's like a water stain and it's all brown around the edges. And this one's all brown around the edges as well. And it's just some newer brown envelopes. And these window envelopes, I grabbed a heap of these last time I was there and they still had some. So I grabbed just a small number because I've still got some of their last. Some aerogram envelopes and random bits in amongst somebody's address. I'll just put that in the bin. These old ones, this is a newer one. Beautiful blue envelope. This cute little mini envelope, just so cute. This one I loved. It's actually a very pale grey blue, but it's got all this brown aging around the edges, which, you know, don't have to age it because it's already aged. Then this envelope that's been used and it's been water damaged, so it's got some cool bits, and this one is even more water damaged. And I thought most people probably wouldn't give you time of day for this type of stuff, but like it's all really beautifully grungy, and I am thinking about doing a grungy journal. I seem to have so many journal ideas at the moment. Okay, let's have a look at this before we move on. I really want to see what it is. Is it a sticker? Bag Bling. It was only 99 cents from somewhere originally. I've never seen anything like this. Oh, there's a whole bunch. I thought there was just one. 5 stickers per pack. See, I didn't even look. I just saw the image on the front and thought that's beautiful. So these are stickers. In French. That one's French. This one's Italian. This one, Monte Carlo. This one is Lyon. And Napoli. So French, I think, again. But aren't they beautiful? And that's a complete pack. So there's all 5 that were in that pack were actually in it. Wow, what a find that was. They are beautiful. I expect these are going to be Hoardsville for a while. I think it's going to be a little tough for me to actually use them because they are gorgeous. Gorgeous vintage images in stickers. And it wasn't purchased here. It's got BHT. So whatever currency BHT is, it was 99 BHT. So not from New Zealand. Oh, I'm so happy. Just another type of file folder. This one in red, which I thought was fun. And I should have grabbed more than those. They had them in other colours. Still digging, people. Still digging. And there's another one of those taggy things. Just a little bit of brown paper there. Different brown wrapping paper to the brown I've got, so useful. I've got a whole bunch of these. Let me just grab them out. They are out of, predominantly, not all of them, but a lot of them are out of National Geographics. Oops, I've got fabric as well. I'll get to the fabric, and I'm starting to get some threads on me. These are wonderful. I love these maps, and I use them in multiple ways because they always have these beautiful illustrations on one side. Just in case you haven't seen these before, look out for them because they have these just fun illustrations of wherever the map is for. They have accompanying illustrations of places or things or history, and then they've obviously got the map part, and then on the other side is just all map. So, and maps are very useful. So if you happen to find a old National Geographic with the map still inside it, or like this, you find a bundle that are just running around loose. Very useful. So I grabbed, you know, as you can see, quite a stack of them. Another one over here. Oh, I found the larger ones. Here we go. There's the larger ones. So the sail ones. They're taller than these other two by this top bit. They're that much taller. Oh, yep, there's a few more of those. So let's get rid of the maps. Put those aside. On the floor. Boof. These were fun. They're not stickers, they're just little card bits that you pop out, and numbers and alphabets. And I've got 2 packets. There's this one. Oh, another bit of random wrapping paper that's double-sided, orange and green. Oh, some more stickers, some frogs, and some like trains. It's like, what are they? What are they? They're trains. Where's my other packet? I had another packet of those. Oh, lots of puzzle pieces at the bottom of the bag. This, I can't see it. Maybe I put one back or something. I thought I'd grab 2 different packs, but never mind. This was actually the first thing I grabbed when I went in there. I was heading for the paper section and thought, oh, I'll just look in the wool section. I almost grabbed a ball of wool, but I thought I've got a lot at home and I'm not doing a lot with wool at the moment, so I left it. Thought somebody else can use that. I was very good. I left it for somebody else. And so I'm not exactly sure all what's in this little bag. So we have some blue tack apparently. Ugh, gross, sticky. That can go in the bin because it's all full of yucky stuff. So we have some necklaces that we can take some beads off. Love these ones, these are so fun. Little container here of beads and sequins and some random little felt junk that is no good really for anything, and a pencil shaving. You know, sometimes you get that sort of thing, you get stuff that is actually no use, but you just weed it out and ditch what you don't need. Oh, there's a pin or a needle, something there. Lots of little seed beads and sequins in there, so just gonna put that straight in the bin. No good. Put that little bead back in there. Oops, don't want the pencil sharpening. Not going to be using that for anything. I can make my own if I need any pencil sharpenings for a project. Some purpley red sequins. Oh, that's pretty. That's a butterfly, a sequin butterfly. How fun is that? Won't that look stunning on like a journal cover or something? Have some purple sequins that are all sewn together, and some little square gemstone, like there's 2 holes in them so you can sew them on or thread them or something. Oh, look, another butterfly. Oh. Like, honestly, this bag is worth it just for those 2 butterflies. Like, they are so pretty. So pretty. Treasure. And then some more strips of sequins and some loose ones. Oh, there's some beads, more seed beads. I don't actually need any more seed beads. I've got tons left over from when I had my shop. There's some pink sequins, some larger holographic pink sequins. Hope you don't mind looking at all these with me. It's different random beads. Well, not random, pink. larger, and some seed beads. Oh, they're pretty. Blue, little teardrop sort of ones. Oh, they're pretty. Sort of a peachy, apricot-y, different sizes. There's some different sizes in there. There's a tiny wee one, and then there's the lots of the bigger ones. Not as many of the smaller ones that I can see. And then there's another lot of those, and it looks like another lot. They're the smaller ones. And some gold sequins. Does any of this feel a bit boho-y? These are purple ones, but they've been damaged, so there's the silver, the base silver coming through. Don't mind that actually. I think that just gives an extra dimension. There's a brand new packet of green ones here from Warren Agencies. That's a store in Christchurch that specialises in beads and things. Some more, that's a slightly more pinky colour, and some stars. Let's tip this out. I'm going to have sequins from here to breakfast time. So there's a big long string of silver ones. There's a bit of ribbon in there as well. Oh, there's a little like metal picture hanger thing. Random. Lots of threads here, lots of loose bits. There's this fluoro yellow something. Is it stretchy? No, it's not stretchy. It's just a strip of something. I'll perhaps go in my ribbon bag, because it's just because of the shape of it. It's not ribbon, it's fabric. Reminds me of the safety clothing stuff, and I wonder if that possibly is what it is. It's some shiny silver. This is a different silver to this one, I think. No, it's exactly the same. So all of these are just like random lengths of fun colours of sequins. They're multicoloured ones. There's red, pink, gold, green. That's cool. They're all, oh, it's stretchy too. Yee, stretch, stretch. They're fun. There's some little stretch of faux pearl beads. The packet of purple. Yeah, so I'm not going to mess with it too much, because I think I'd end up with a giant mess, which I kind of already have. So I'm just kind of shuffle them to the side so we can look at the next thing. You should see my desk. It's piled. So I was happy to find some old sheet music. And this first one up is this the oldest one? No. This is the oldest one. It's from 1907. Beautiful rose image here. Like, isn't that stunning? So this one I'm going to scan. It's just in the text and everything, and even like the handwriting at the top, and there's some some sort of splatter stain there, and then the music inside. Like, even this is cool. Look at this heading, how decorative it is. Just wonderful. So I was looking for the ones in the pile that had sort of more interesting covers, and that was the oldest one. Some of these don't have dates, and I'm going to have to do a bit of research. This one, I think, it's 1923, so this is one I can scan the cover of. This one is from the 60s, 60s or 30s. 1940, so in the middle. 1940, so not scannable, and I don't know that it would actually scan that well with the colour, but I thought it was pretty. This one again doesn't have a date that I found. Yes it does, 1929, so again not scannable. Wasn't my favourite, but I liked the border. Still interesting. This one I thought was really cute with the birdie. This one is undated, I think. Yeah, some of them just didn't, I couldn't find any dates. So I'll have to see if I can do a bit of research on this one. Oh, look, I found another sheet of stickers. Fancy that. This one, loved the border around this one. Did this one, this has got copyright written on it, but don't think this one had a date either. So again, I need to do a bit of research. It looks very similar. The font and things on this looks very similar to the font on that. So I'll do some research. This one is a bit, is this the newer one? It doesn't look newer. It's beautifully aged. And I grabbed this one not for the cover, because the cover's pretty average, but because of the paper and the colour of it. And I think it's just gorgeous. Obviously it was left open on this page for a while. That's wherever it's gone. The one that was super brown, this one, it was obviously left open on this page because it's been exposed to the sun. This is 1939, this one, but I just loved the colour. And then this one, which it doesn't have the original cover. I just looked at the way they've spelt accordion, E-O-N at the end, which is interesting. It's had its cover redone just with some cardstock and tied with string. But again, look at the state of the pages, the staining. Even the style of music is really cool. It's very close together, but the colour on the pages, all that aging. How fun. Don't you think that's fun? I think it's just beautiful. So I grabbed this one because of the pages as well. So I think we're down to the fabric stuff. Let me just have a look. Apart from puzzle pieces, I'm not going to show you all those. I'm just going to fish and see if there's anything else. Oh, look what I found. There's the other packet with the alphabet, but this one's got other bits in it as well. So fun. It was in there, just buried. Not much lace at Creative Junk this time. And I took everything there was, which wasn't a lot. A little bit there. And that bit. And I think that was it for the lace. No, one more bit. Like, that was it. Really poor on the lace today, on Friday. Very poor. More puzzle pieces. Right, I grabbed this ribbon. Was in one of the drawers beside the lace drawer, and I thought that was super fun. Just some gross grain ribbon with the anchors on it and the stars. Pretty. They had a whole lot of new satin selvage in the big barrel, and so I grabbed out colours that I didn't have. And this red one was loose. It had come undone because they're all nicely bundled up like this. This one wasn't, so I grabbed that one. I thought, well, that removes that mess for them. And I love that colour. And then this pale blue. I love using this to tie closed my journals. This beautiful purple. That would have been really good for my lavender tea journal. This really pretty tealy colour. And I grabbed a couple of those because I hadn't seen the purple, but that was the thinnest purple they had. Most of them were like this wide, and I like the narrower ones, even narrower than these. Like this one. This one's a good width. So I didn't grab any of the wide purple, but I found a couple of this slightly narrower green, or teal. There's this beautiful charcoal sort of grey. And a yellow, I've had that one before. And then a silvery grey. Puzzle pieces, lots of puzzle pieces. I grabbed more than I thought I had. It's hard to tell when you just sort of grab a handful or two and chuck them in your bag how many you've got. I grabbed this bundle of beautiful navy satin. I haven't unraveled it. I don't know how big the piece is, but I could tell, you know, there's a reasonable amount of it there. And then the last bit of fabric I grabbed was this red gingham, because, you know, I've already said it in this video, I love myself a bit of gingham. So super wonderful bit of red gingham there. So picked up red and green during the day from 2 different sources. And I think we're at the bottom of the bag, and the last thing that I forgot about, because they were right at the bag too, bottom of the bag too, were these little stickers. They had a box that was jam-packed, like they were stacked up in this box. So in this little box there were hundreds of these. So I just again took a bundle. There were only 2 designs. So this little car, which is very similar to the shape of our new car, which I only just noticed, and this bus one. So I don't have use for a bus that often, but I thought super cute, fun, just little stickers. And so I just took a, you know, small little pinch of each of the 2 designs, because the stickers for one, and they're cute, and I can pop some in Happy Mail as well. So there we go, guys. There's my Trash Craft Tuesday video of my haul from Creative Junk. It is truly Trash Craft treasure. Like, I'm in 7th heaven, really am. Hope you enjoyed this little peek at everything I got. Yeah, take care, my friends, and I'll be back tomorrow with another video. See you then.